Traveling alone in the backcountry, it can be very rewarding or it can be disastrous. Here are my 5 tips for traveling solo in the backcountry. Number 1, have a plan. 99% of the time that I travel in the backcountry, I do so alone. Something I just really enjoy. So it's really important on the front end of my trips that I have a plan. And so what I do is I do some research online, look at websites at the area I'm going to be in. I look at a map to see where I'm going to park my truck. I look at the various destinations I want to get to, how many miles it's going to take for me to get there, how long it's going to take to hike those miles. Another thing I look at is weather, so that I can anticipate if there's going to be any precipitation, rain or snow, and I know the predicted high temperatures and the low temperatures so I can pack accordingly. Number 2, I leave a detailed itinerary with at least 2 people. One is always my wife. I tell her exactly where I'm going to park my pickup and what my plan is for while I'm in the backcountry, where I'm going to be, and so on. And the other person I leave this information with is a good friend of mine who knows the area and has the ability to come get me if I run into trouble. Most of the time when you read about someone who's experienced a tragedy in the backcountry while traveling solo, it's because they didn't tell anybody where they went. Number 3, develop good navigational skills. I always carry a compass and a map when I'm traveling in the backcountry. What I do is I take the National Geographic Trails Illustrated map. It's a big color map, and I'll take photocopies of the sections or the areas that I'm going to be hiking in, and I put those in a gallon Ziploc bag. It allows me to travel lighter. It protects those documents. I can write on the maps and not damage the original map, and it's very lightweight for me to travel in the backcountry that way. And also I carry my iPhone, which has a GPS built into it with a topo app. And I just run the phone in airplane mode, and so it conserves battery power, and I pull that out every once in a while if I want to double check where I'm at. But primarily I use my map and compass. Number 4, respect the backcountry. What I mean by this is that when I am in the backcountry traveling alone, whether I'm scaling a steep slope to get a peak or I'm crossing a stream, I keep a slogan in the back of my mind, and that is, remember where you are. And what that reminds me is that if I were to get hurt right at that moment, I am days away potentially from anyone coming to help me. So it helps me to be vigilant when I'm hiking down the trail or stepping from boulder to boulder. Most times when people have accidents in the backcountry is due to laziness. They're just not paying attention. I mean, I get it. You get fatigued, it's late in the day, and you're just not paying attention when you're putting your full weight down on a rock. You just assume that rock is stable, and you can't when you're traveling alone. You get an injury by yourself, and there's nobody there to help you. So remembering where you are just helps you to be vigilant at all times so that you minimize your risks. And my final tip number 5, is that recently, this past year, I started traveling with a satellite communication device. And in my case, it's a Spot Connect, and it enables me to send pre-written emails or text to the people that I left my itinerary with, and it gives them a peace of mind. When I travel solo, people often express concern for me, and this is just another step that helps them to feel more secure with me being out there by myself. And honestly, it is a security because it has an ability to communicate with someone if you get into trouble. And it has a button on it as well that directly contacts search and rescue should you fall into a situation where it is a life-threatening situation. Well, I hope these tips help you and either adventure out on your first solo backcountry trip, or if you're a backcountry veteran traveling by yourself all the time, these are probably just good reminders for you to be able to stay safe and really enjoy your experience in the backcountry. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and comment below based upon some of your experience traveling solo in the backcountry, what you think are essential skills or things that would be good for people to keep in mind. It's a great dialogue that we all can have together. And until then, I hope to see you sometime soon out there on the trail.